We got our bicycle painted. We got this side pinstriped. We got the Hiltz logo on it. We're not going to show you right yet. We got this side pinstriped, logoed. This side's still in black. We had it done yesterday, and I'm just going to go over what we done to it. It was just a simple bicycle that we bought for, it was $40, was it not? We paid $40 for it. I really enjoyed the bicycle because you could tell it was old because of the bars, the way they were shaped. I'm not up on that, but I enjoy it. It makes me happy. When we brought it home, it was just a vision that I had for the bicycle. And it was just to be able to play with it and have some fun. If you don't know me yet, I like to play with things and have fun. I really enjoy making something, whether I love it or not. I enjoy the process of doing it. You know, it takes my time, takes my brain, keeps me busy, and keeps me grounded, and keeps me focused on something that keeps me happy, if you know what I'm trying to say. But as we're going to get going on this, we're going to do the video on this today because I'm stuck. Yesterday was a great day. Jim got exactly what he wanted for the truck. Doug didn't dicker one bit. Shook his hand, and both people were happy, and that's what I call a good deal. It was a great day yesterday. It was a good day. But today, we're back on the bicycle. I can't help it. What I have done here, you watched me make the tank, if I can recall. All I did is weld the tank up and grind it off. And what I did is I flapper wheeled it, and then I didn't mud it, I didn't prime, I didn't anything. I just ground it off with a flapper wheel, and I spray bombed it. That's all I did. The bar here we put in for the seat tube was cut off. I put a bar up and through here. I didn't go on the front side of the fender. I went on the back side. I wanted to haul the seat back a little bit further. So now the seat drops down in this bar, and that's where it sits. And what I was doing is I was visualizing what I was looking at on the computer. Jolene picks them up for me all the time. I was visualizing the bikes, the road bikes or the track bikes, whatever they had, and I was visualizing making one so I can look at it. That's basically it. I couldn't afford to buy one. I don't know where there's one at. I don't need one, but I knew I could make one to satisfy myself, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. The handlebars I lowered probably 6 inches. You know, I even cut this and angled this down. I ended up breaking the bolt there, but whatever. I welded it back on. I'm hoping that the nut would draw it apart, but we'll see. Doesn't even matter. I painted the wheels white because generally they're all white on the, if you look, we got a blown tire there and everything. I just painted her. Did not matter because it is, I'm making something out of it that visually stimulates me. I don't have to drive it down the road. And if I do, I'll change the tube and the tire. But that's what will happen. I got a piece of round rod going down here, making it look like the front end's a little bit stronger. Yeah, just a few things. So made the tank, lowered the handlebars, moved the seat back, made it look like it had a front suspension, turned the handlebars upside down the other way. There was a lot of see, I never messed with a bicycle before, but someone saying put air in them. I could see that working. Air, yeah, I see that working. Also, someone said heat gun. I see that working. That's the way it goes. And I do not want to pull off a bunch of seats because if I had to, I'd probably get 4 chins instead of 3. Man, was I grunting to get that off. But anyways, I'm having fun with the bicycle. We're having fun with it. I even made, so when we get it done, I even made a hanger for it so we can hang it. And the hanger can go either way. You can hang it this way off the wall or hang it from this way off the wall. Does not matter to me, but I made it long enough you can hook it up the handlebars, the back seat, hit the wall, you can hang that seat on the wall. I was going to paint this, and Jolene said, no, leave it all rusty. Perfect. It kind of perfect. I'm so happy that she said that. It changed my mind just like that. Leave that rusty, leave the bike looking the way it is. Went over Jolene's family's place last night. Tim has an engine on the floor for a bicycle. Hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe. I knew he had one there because Tim is a kind of a two-stroke kind of guy. I did not expect him to have one on the floor. Didn't expect anything like that. I think we were probably delivering something that we were appreciating him for, and sent home with a bicycle motor. Hard to believe. And here we have this little thing right here, and I cannot help it. I want to work on it, you know what I'm saying? I want to try to put the engine on it. I'm going to put the engine on it, make it look, I'm going to make it look like it works. Like I don't even know if the engine worked. I never had a spark plug in it. The MSD box was unhooked and we don't know. But I'm just going to hook it on there and make it look like it works. And when I hang it up off the hanger, someone will look at that and say, wow, you know, that really does look. Or they might say, wow, where'd you get that? You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that about making things. I really enjoy making things. So I'm going to take this engine and try to stick it on there and see what we can do. See what we can do. Now, this engine has a mount right there. That's a mount right there. And there's a mount back here on this side, on the back side. And I'm saying it sits on the post of the bike. Look at that now, would you? It's not sitting there perfectly, but it will when I'm done. Look at that now, would you? So I see the back one, I like the back one. When I put it down like that, this doesn't fit right there, and it goes down even further. I don't want it up further. I don't want it near the steering at all. It's kind of half a dozen one the other. I think what I'll do is I'll bolt the back side on. I'll put some rubber underneath the front side. And then I'm going to have to figure out a sprocket for it. But isn't that cool already, huh? That's just cooler than dang it. You know, I walked into some place and I seen that, and my tongue would come out, and I would say, "How much you want for it?" You know what I'm saying? You know, until you get looking it over and knowing what it is. The back fenders did not get cut up. I didn't cut anything on those, so I can save them. Or I'm a kind of guy. I want rubber. I'm a kind of guy that would. When I buy something, I like to satisfy or try to satisfy my own brain. I'm going to cut some of this off and try to wrap it in around that motor mount. I'm going to the old workstation, cut myself off a piece of rubber. Look at that, huh? Cut that something nice, didn't it, huh? See my old tongue come out and everything? Doug, give me that piece of rubber. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, it was good. It was good yesterday. Fina's doing a good job out there. She works every day. I'm just going to set this piece of rubber in there first and see where it lies. I guess that would be the best thing possible, wouldn't it? See, that's pretty good already now. See? I got to shorten that piece of rubber up, obviously. I'm going to get a light and just see if, I guess it does not matter. I'm not bicycling it down the road anyways. Look at me now. I'm worried about the engine on top of the chain guard and the chain guard scrubbing. It's got a blown out tire and it's going to be hanging from a building. I got to back up a second. I'm just going to put it on there and make it look right. You know what I'm saying? Just get it on there and make it look okay. That's basically it. Does not matter if I'm going to pull this off for a second. We'll get the motor on her. I got a piece right here that's got to come off. Get that in there. That's going to stay there, is it? Wow. Wow. Nope, need a piece here. I'm thinking, man, I wish I would have had one of these when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm reliving my childhood playing with this stuff. Reliving my childhood. Where was this stuff at when I was a kid? I just smashed it and crashed it, no doubt in my mind. Wow, that went in there. Wow. I think if I maybe did a piece of rubber between both of them, I'm going to cut that piece of rubber in half, and I'm going to put a piece of rubber on the top and the bottom. Why not? It's black, looks good. Cut this in half. Oh, you know, you're thinking about the cat food. Doug has 2 cats, and he loves them cats. I know he does. So I know that, you know, he's sort of related with Jim on that part. And I know Jim loved his cats. It was just funny that, you know, the cat food was bought, but Doug is a cat lover. Like, Doug has pictures of his cats on the wall. He does. And I don't blame him a bit. I don't know, that's too big. Yeah. I'm just going to cut a little piece, half a piece, slide it down through one more time. Cut her one more time. Cut her one more time. In the end, I think the small piece would be better. Yeah, so I'm stuck on the bike. I'll get the bike done in front of your eyes, and we'll check it out, and we'll see what it looks like, see if you like it or not. I'm just going to shove a piece of rubber in there. And then I'm going to get a nut to put on that. I wonder if I even have a nut to put on that. I want a bigger piece of rubber in there. Look at this bigger piece. See if I can get a nut to fit that. See if I can get a nut to fit that. I hope so. Come on, Chatty, give me a nut to fit that. A couple washers would be nice too, wouldn't it? Makes me happy. Now see, in all honesty, that's probably a metric. Yeah, it is too. That's one thing we don't have. It's a bunch of metric stuff. I would hang this in the house. I would hang this anywheres. It's kind of, that's frustrating, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I know where we can get some pieces. We got motorbikes here. We got motorbikes here, don't we know, sweetheart? We do. I'm going to see if this one will fit. See if this one will fit. No. I'll leave that there. I may have a problem just with nuts and bolts, to be honest with you. But that's okay. We'll just keep moving forward. Take this one off. Same size. We'll just keep moving forward as best we can. That's going to go on this side. That's going to bolt there. I'm okay with that for right this minute, I guess. I'd like to really put the honky-tonkin on her, but haven't got that right now. So what I'm going to do now is run the chain. Well, it didn't fall out of the bike yet. I've got a chain here. Hit the head of I'm going to make a sprocket. And then I'll make a sprocket. And then if I need to tighten the chain up, I'll make a chain tensioner, I guess. So sprocket about that big. Haven't got a sprocket. I'm going to make one. I guess I'm going to make one. And you want a can? That'll work. Looks big enough, doesn't it? Big enough to me. So yeah, I thought about it earlier to get a sprocket. Did not have one, so I'm going to make one. Let's cut more of the sign. I'm just going to check this out for a second. Put this up here like this. Kind of small, isn't it? Piece of tape, probably better. I've got this marker too. Bigger than that. A little bigger than that. I'll just hold it out and make it bigger. That's all I'll do. So here we go. We're going to make a sprocket for the bike. I'm just going to hold the marker on it like this and try to make it big as possible. Cut that out with the plasma cutter. Oh, I'm going to do this first. Yeah. I get my, just trying to make us. Whatever don't work, I will take a grinder and grind it off. It's only take me a few. Nice little project. I like it. Makes me happy. Here's our sprocket. We'll cut that out with the plasma cutter. And all I'm going to do here is it's knotted right there. I am not going to take all the wheel off and try to get it in there. I'm just going to undo the nut. I'll cut the center out of that. I'll put a hole in it. We'll French it, and then we'll tighten it back up, and we'll put that on there. We'll just keep cruising here for a second. Plasma cutter. I must say, in my own opinion, the videos just keep getting better and better and better because of the fact of it's so real. You know, we're catching moments that Jolene is catching moments that a lot of people don't get to see. You know, and that's the real moments. When Jim brought his head up, when he saw the cat food, to me, you know, I mean, if you didn't get a smile, out of that, well, you'll have to watch it again, because he was so happy just to, you know, just a simple thing, you know, get some cat food for his cats to make his cats happy, you know. Let's get real. And the honesty of somebody that, that's why I call Jim my earth angel. Because I like his honesty. I enjoy listening to what he talks about because it's all the truth, you know, generally the truth, and I enjoy it. Turn that on. But good stuff. Good job, Jolene. Good job. Rod Trahan was with us, an old school friend was with us yesterday. That was fun chatting with him. He had fun, I think. We all went out to supper. Good day. Really good day. Pick this up. I know what you're thinking. He's a bit rough, but whatever. I'm not even following the line now, I'm just going. Yeah. He make his own sprockets. Just for looks. Just for looks. Just a ray of sunshine, eh? I have to remember how to get that cut out of there. This is called art. I'm having art day. Art day with Bad Chad. And Jolene. And Jolene. Now, I don't want to pick that up yet. Get this out of the way. The grinder did its job and held the metal for me. See that? Got the sign. Just keep taking metal out of it. It's another sign that I was going to continue on, make something out of it. We're going to do a Hilts logo on it. And the metal took off and went to another project. Didn't it, baby? It took off and went to another project. Now, I'm just going to leave that for a second. I'm going to get a flapper wheel. Yeah, what a man. What a man, what a man, what a man. Who sings that song, baby? I'm going to take the flapper wheel over and take a little bit off. I got my trusty hammer over here. If someone's seen that sprocket on their motorcycle, they'd probably say, wow, I gotta get a new one. Wouldn't they? First thing they say, wow, I gotta get a new one. Just making this to look at. And it'll be fun to look at, believe me. For me, anyways. Just took off the poopy stuff. Took off the poopy stuff. Yeah, this is looking so cool. I like how the exhaust is. It's just coming together, you know? Just coming together. Still hot. Yeah. Missing a tooth. Now what I'm going to do is, put that on there. I'm going to put a hole in the center. Weld a little piece of, we'll see. Cut another hole in the center here. Because I can't, well I can just drill a hole and bolt it on, I suppose. It wants to be out a little ways. I had a little piece of round stock that I cut off that. That would give me the perfect. Anyways, I'll continue on, cut a hole in the center of this. I have to find the center. And I'm going to do that by eye. And I'll guess if that don't look, what happens is, this is how I do it. If I draw it on there and it don't look right, when I go to cut it with this, I'll try to straighten it out a little bit more. You know, I mean, every time I just try to get a little bit better. I guess I do the exact same thing with body work. When I'm doing body work, each time that you do it, you just try to get a little bit better. When I draw that line on there, it looks like it's over that way a little bit. So when I burn the hole out of it, I'm going to try to put it back in the center. Close. I need, not real close to be honest with you. I hope I got small enough. Well, that would you? I can get them teeth burred off there. I'm going to take it off. Try to turn a little bit so it fits. Looks like it fits a little bit better. Youch, it's hot. Looks like Dracula got a hold of that one. Dracula. Maybe what I'll do, I'm just going to take this off. We'll grind a few teeth off. Don't even have to be there. And get the ones that look pretty good where they should be. I get something to hold that's hot. So I'm just going to grind some of the teeth off, and the ones that fit good, well, I'm just going to grind them off. That's all there is to it. Grind them off, make it look a little better. That's what I'm going to do. Make it fit a little better. I'm being picky now, but not picky, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. Being picky, but not picky. Just trying to make it look a little more authentic, I guess. Make them look a little better, that's all. That's all that's about. Make them look a little better. Like that side out? You like this side out? Rusty side out? Rusty side out, she says. It's like ordering at McDonald's. Rusty side out? Yep. Rusty side out. Yeah, looks better. I can take it and flop it in there a little further if I want to. I'll just keep fitting it to where I think it fits the best, I guess. That's what I'm going to do. That's quite a sprocket I made there, isn't it, huh? It'll work here in a minute. Just get in a minute. I had it fit in there the best way. Grind a few of them off. I'm going to mess with it for a second. I'm going to mess with it for a minute. not running her. We're just making a prop out of her. Making a prop for her. Should have worked for the movies. Shouldn't have, baby. Shouldn't have worked for the movies. I should have. One place it was fitting really good there. Or it seemed to. Probably shouldn't even worry about it, but it's the worst sprocket in the world. Well, not the worst one. Probably. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buzz some off where it's going to set, so it sits in there nicely, and then the rest I'll leave. So wherever it looks like a sprocket, I guess. There we go. I like that. Yeah, so I'm just going to fine thread again. I can nut that right there. Fine thread, nut that. And I'll have to put a chain tightener in it, tensioner in it. I might have a nut over here for that, maybe. Maybe. Don't think so. Don't look like fine thread to me. Lock. Hard go here for that stuff. Ain't it, baby? Fine thread stuff is a hard find. That bad boy, would you? No, it's not going to fit on there. Should put my glasses on. No. I'm going to leave that just like that for now. What I'll do is I'll put a lock washer on. Put a couple washers on it first. I'll start running now. Am I taking too long? Okay, good. If I'm not taking too long, nice lock washer on it, and a just to make it. It's not. I haven't got a fine thread, but I'm just bolting it up, making it do what it has to do, right? To make me happy. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Come on. Just going to flatten that a little bit. And I can get all the right thread bolts after. I can play with it here a little bit. Come on. So I'm just going to put that on so like that. So that's going to be my chain. You see how that's going there now? I haven't got the fine thread nuts and bolts that I need, but I've got a mount down here that has to be mounted. Now I'm just going to take and we're almost shy there, eh? I thought about this. Roller skate wheel. Weld a piece of metal on that. Bolt that to that. Put that in there. You think? Yeah, why not? I'm going to take and cut a piece of flat plate. Piece piece of flat bar. Nothing on the floor. See if I can go in there. I just want a little tiny piece of flat bar. That's what I want. Come on, baby. I guess I'll just cut it off that. One of those bars, get it down. That's all angle iron. Just one piece of flat. What I'm thinking about doing, now, is I'm going to take a piece of that wheel there. I'm going to drill a hole in this. Yeah, I'm going to drill a hole in that and bolt that to a piece of square flat bar. Then I'm going to take the flat bar and weld it to the bicycle. I can go back here somewhere, and then I can weld it here to there to make it look like that that's how it kept the chain tight. If I go on either side, just a minute, I had that piece for the Bugatti. Remember that for the front end, that bent piece? I don't know where I put that. I wonder where I put that. I'd have to shim that down some and run that through there, but that would look better on a pedestal going up than having, yeah. But I don't know if the wheel will run on it, so I'll just make my own. Just make my own. That's what I'm going to do, just make my own. Alrighty. Let's cut a piece off. Cut a piece off this. So I'm going to make a piece to house the wheel and put a bolt through it, and then I'm going to weld a piece on it to stand on, and we'll go from there. Let's do this as quick as possible. So I'm going to make it longer. Well, yeah. I'm just going to make it longer so it can run and drill a hole in the center. And this wide. And then I'm going to make another one that long, and I'm going to guess. Here we go. No mean Jolene, we're pinstriping fools down there the other night, weren't we? Pinstriping with everything we had. I'm going to go get the hammer and just crash that over real quick. The big hammer up there. Where's the big hammer at, I wonder? There it is. And all I'm doing is making a piece like you see right there. Just making another center plate to hold that. Come on. Come on, baby. Been falling off on me. Pepsi was doing me right. There we go, back in action. God love you. I get away from that for a second, banging that around. I'm just going to bend up another one. Right here. I don't think the brake will bend it, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to go with beating that out of the way again. It's all going to fall on me. Come on, man. I'll better back up later. That didn't work out so damn good, did it? What the problem is, yeah. Should have that brake or that thing cleared off so I can bend it right, shouldn't I, baby? Should have my thing cleared off. This is kind of a Not quite sure what to do with it yet. See how I got it shaped? Now I got a mess is what I got. And I want to fix it. I want to fix it. What's that, baby? I probably can just... The bench there probably was the way to do it, but I'd rather see the motorcycle not fall. Does that make sense? That's basically where it's at. Yeah. I could vice grip it and bend it back down. Something so trivial messed me up, eh? Or so. Just trying to get back what I wanted, and nice. Ha Eyes that buys the sales about. Cut that off the same height, and then I'll be better off. No, I'm going to knock it down something like I did this one. Wow. One angle's cut tighter, but it doesn't much matter. I'm going to put this in here. So I'm going to guess again. We're going to go with that. Took me a second, but we'll get her in the end. We'll get her in the end. Looks good, doesn't it? Huh? Good, man. That's good. Don't know where we're going to hang yet, do we? Come on, girl. Hey, baby. Now we're going to put in our vice grips, clean it up with our flapper wheel. We'll have to put a I'd like to see it smaller too, actually, if that makes sense. What I mean by smaller is I mean by each side cut off a little bit. It's kind of a little wide. What I mean by wide, I like to see a little bit more of the wheel. I'm going to cut this off. I get cut the sides off. We over an hour yet? 48. Oh, good. And as I'm making this, probably would have been exactly, they would have made it years ago, but they'd be using a torch, cutting the exact same bracket to do the exact same thing what I'm doing. Call this grinding fabrication. Come on off there, girl. Atta. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looking really good. Looking good. Jolene looks good today. Jolene looks good every day. Now, I got that piece not looking bad for what it took me. It took me a little bit to make it, obviously. It's not bad, though. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a bolt to go through that. Get something to bolt that up. Just for props, just for props. That's all we're doing, just for props. Props and giggles. A little bit bigger. Props and giggles. Wow, there's something now. It might fit. Might have a nutter. I think I used every nut and bolt up on that Jaguar when we welded that together. Wow, did we ever use a lot of nuts and bolts? Come on, baby, come on, baby. There's one that fits, but fine thread. Figure that out. All right. Not gonna wrestle over here too much. Come on, baby. That won't fit either. Looks like the ones I was welding in there, though. Anything in there? There might be, baby. Here too. There might be. That's pretty bad. We can't. I used them all up on the. You know, there's one right there. It's too small. Too small. Thought that one worked. It's not working. Come on. Why not be good to me and give me a nut? Come on, give me a nut. Hey. We'll just use this instead because I'm not going to waste my time trying to find a, you know what I mean, it can be a little bit looser. I'm just putting it in there for now to make it look what it's supposed to look like, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to put this through there. That through there like that. We'll have to get nuts and bolts for it, but we'll get it together. We'll get it together. So we're going to do that. We have to put some washers in between each side of that. But for now, I'm going to weld an arm on that and weld it on here. And then we can take the washer off at any time. It should be an adjustable is what it should be. Should be an adjustable. So if I cut, what's the length we need there? I'm going to cut. That's a nice piece there. Small piece of angle in here. I cut half that off and then I'll cut a hole and then we slide that up in there. I cut a little bit off this because I like it. It's got an angle on it to make it stronger. Just look better. Let's try it. Didn't really explain that well. I didn't really explain that well. What's going on is I'm going to use this angle iron. I'm just going to cut a little sliver off and use a little bit of the angle iron and put the flat up here. Then I'll put the flat up here. I'll weld that on there. Then I'm going to slot it with a hole. I'll slot a piece of metal with a hole that is welded to this. And that way there I can slot it, put it up and down. This piece will stay on the chassis forever. Want to use that to make it a little bit stronger. We'll weld that on there. We'll slot that. Slot this. I wonder if that is too high or not. Too hard to hold on this second. So I want to put that on there. Nope. And then we can have a piece underneath. I gotta hold on to it. So I put that underneath there. Is that too high? It is a little bit too high. Take some off it. We're almost there, boys. We're almost there. Yeah, it's hot. Just want to dry grind that out a little bit. I'm running now. And also obviously, you could do a better job on the sprocket. You could trace one out. You could, make things better. But I'm trying to get it done because I want to look at it. And that's basically what the project is. It's a look at thing, I guess. And it could be made to run for sure. Could be made to run, no problem whatsoever. This piece, blow a hole in this one. Blow a hole in this one. Stuck to it. Yoke. Same thing. Turn that off, air on that. The old bag's pipe flowing in there, and the old air compressor. It's beating the. Bolt on there. How far are we off? Hot. That feller don't never learn. Okay, so cut some off the other end. Yow! Hopefully this one is in there. I'm going to weld this on the end of this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off just so I don't get it hot, I guess. And take this over to the welder. Weld this on. How fast can you make a motorcycle bike? What do you think, baby? What? Huh? Man, that guy. Goes for that. I'm going to drag this over for the bike. I got a weld a piece on the bike. I'm going to take the flapper wheel and the grinder wheels on there. Put a ground on there somewhere. Now, that piece I want on there, that's the piece that's hot. I'm going to cut this piece off shorter. I think it needs it. I'm just sticking in there, this in there where, you know, I think it needs to be. This here is not, everything's so hot. I want to touch it, but. Now, this. There. I'm thinking we'll just weld her on about there somewhere. And what I'm going to do is, I'll tack it where I like it, and if I have to move it, I'll move it. Like this here. I can bend that in straight now. Cool. I think I'm just going to tack it on this side. Is Pete cooled down yet? Nope. I'm gonna get an air hose for a second, cool that off. Nope, I'm gonna just take it and do this. Great outdoors. Hey Fina, how you doing, mate? Good to go. Horseshoes and hand grenades. So, I'm going to go over and get a... How you doing, Fiend Bean? Huh? We'll have to get out of the mess there for a minute. We're going to put this back on. We had our nut here somewhere. Put this back on. Now I got to put this, ouch, it's still hot, Chad. Now I'm going to bolt that on there. Cool. We'll go get a bolt. It's still hot. Boom. Shut the welder off for a second. Now put this up in there. Put that there. Right now, would you? Tell me you don't want to start this thing up and go down the Canning Mountain. Huh? Tell me you don't. Put that up there. Oh, I want below the chain here. What am I doing? Yeah, take that back off. You see that? I know everybody everybody on TV land was trying to tell me your chain's not upright. You know what I mean? Believe me, I do the exact same thing when we watch, don't I, baby? Oh, you dumbass, your chain's not right. You know what I mean? So we leave that there like that. Put this back on. Oh yeah, get that bolted up right. I'd turn this bolt around and put it in the inside to get it, whatever. Basically, I'm going to put it down on the ground for a second and clean a little bit up, and just we'll give you a little visual. We'll give you a little visual what we have got going on. And it was fun to make it. I'll be off it soon. I'll be off it today. I'll just, that'll be the end. It's all done, but I have some bolts to find. I like the little bit of red on it, don't you? Huh? Looks good on it. Hard to believe that I say I like the little bit of red on it, but that's the stuff that you look for when you're looking at something, whether you like it or not. Let's push these tools back. You want to go back outside, Fiend? No, she's okay. She said, mind your own business. I'm just going to take it off. The engine is not completely nutted down, but you can see what I got going on. I just have to put the U-bolt right here and tighten that up on that side. That's where the engine fits. It needs a spark plug. It needs odds and ends, but that's basically how it would run. I'm not sure. He said there was a clutch in the back wheel, but we don't have that. So we're just doing what we're doing, or I'm doing what, Jolene says it's okay. She's happy. I'm happy. So it makes happy life for me and Jolene when we're both happy. And it's nice that she enjoys what I enjoy. I'm going to pull this bad boy off for the first time. See if I can't hurt myself. I'm going to... Oh, she's off the... We'll show it this way. That's so cool, eh? Huh? Listen, if I was a kid, I'd be over the moon wanting to ride your bicycle. So that is what, that's cool. So that is what we built, flat tires and all. Don't care, do not care. I'm going to take in, steer needs to be in a little bit. I got the chain a little tight, see? That's cool. And you'd have room to turn your tire, just enough. Spark plug. That's how it would work. That's basically how it would work. We're going to show the hilt side. Also, I want to show this part here. So we'd leave this rusty. We were thinking about hanging it. I was thinking about hanging it in the house, hanging it in a whole bunch of places, but leaving it rusty. And that would be a nice bike sign, outside your bike shop or anything, really. It's going to be a nice sign at the Hiltz Auto Co. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. I'll just put that in there like that so we can stand up. And this consists of It consists of 2 days' labor is what it consists of, to transfer it, make a tank for it, you know, just paint it and pinstripe. We pinstripe it, try to make it look old. If you can picture it, this is how I'd have it hanging. This is the rusty sign holder, and it would hang like that. It would hang outside. I've always said, you know, if you're, you know, into business, if you build something like no one's ever seen before, that alone will draw people. And any like restaurant or any just people that want people to come in, they should be thinking about how do we track them visually to get them in. And this is the sort of stuff that I would hit them with to draw them in. And I love it. I'm very happy with it. It's a 2-day project. I've used metal that's all through the shop. I did not spend hardly any money. You know, the engine was, we're lucky about the engine. Everything else we made, we just had paint in the shop. We've used it, all the metal for the bracket to hang it. I got that from over town. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. So yeah, I'm just looking at it and taking it in just like you are. I'm over the moon with it. It looks good. Happy with it. And I will call that 90% complete. I will try to find some nuts and bolts so we can bolt everything in so it's tight and it will not come off. But basically, there's your board track racer from Hiltz Auto Co. It's some kid's dream ride. Is it not, baby? It's some kid's dream ride. Thanks for watching, everybody. I enjoy all the YouTubers, all the people that watch. Give good comments. Please share and like and ring my bell. That was for you, Jackie. She wanted me to hear that again. So let's do it. Thanks, everybody. Keep watching, and we'll just keep working. We'll probably go back on the Bugatti tomorrow. Yes, also, yeah, we've got Doug's car coming tomorrow. We're going to clean a little bit of snow from out back. We're going to be putting some paint on a Jaguar. It's been a while, and I'm ready.